It's hard to say. We're trying to get the runway clear, and there's passengers that evacuated down at the end, so they're just trying to get that situated. I'll keep you updated.
This is the NTSB final report for the accident occurred in Houston, Texas on April 17, 2025 by a Southwest Boeing 737 November 7724 Alpha. Southwest Airlines Flight 3006, a scheduled international passenger flight from Houston Hobby Airport to Los Cabos International Airport, San Jose del Cabo in Mexico, experienced a right engine failure resulting in an air turnback. During the turnback, a burning odor was reported in the cabin and an evacuation was commanded after landing. During the evacuation, one flight attendant sustained a serious injury. According to the flight crew, they were on day 2, leg 2 of a 3-day line experience rotation. The first officer, the pilot flying, was returning from leave and the captain was a line check airman for the company. During the pre-flight, the flight crew discussed the ATIS reporting wind shear and planned for a precautionary takeoff profile. The flight crew briefed the engine out procedures and the takeoff profile for runway 22. The taxi and takeoff were normal. During climb out, the flight crew observed the right engine exhaust gas temperature or the EGT indication momentarily increase into the red over temp range, then decrease. The flight crew then heard a popping noise and observed the right engine N1 indication decrease to approximately 50%. The captain declared an emergency with air traffic control and initiated the engine fire severe damage or separation quick reference checklist and the quick reference handbook procedures.
Southwest 3006 declaring an emergency. We just lost the number 2 engine.
Southwest 3006, do you want to turn back to come back to the airport?
Straight out for now, please, and let's see, 3,000 feet would be good if you give that to us.
Southwest 3006, affirmative 3,000, maintain 3,000.
Alright, runway heading 3,000, Southwest 3,000.
The first officer continued as the pilot flying and coordinated vectors for a return to Houston. The Alpha flight attendant contacted the cockpit to inform them of a burning odor in the cabin. The captain informed the flight attendants that they had an engine malfunction and were returning to Houston. The captain then made a public announcement informing the passengers that they would be landing in 20 minutes. After completing all appropriate checklists, the captain assumed control of the aircraft and the first officer transitioned to the pilot monitoring. The approach and landing were uneventful.
Tower, Southwest 3006 is on the R9, runway 22.
Southwest 3006, up tower, traffic in position, runway 22, clear land.
Runway 22, clear land, number 35 degrees, Southwest 3006.
Roger. Top 5, the next aircraft to land is the emergency. And what we got for souls on board, 139, and fuel remaining at 33,000 pounds.
ATC requested that the flight crew exit the runway at the end and coordinate with Airport Rescue Firefighting or the ARF. After clearing the runway and stopping, the captain contacted flight attendants and was informed that there was still a strong burning odor in the cabin. At that time, the captain elected to initiate an evacuation of the airplane. The captain informed ARF of the decision and the first officer began the QRH for an evacuation.
Is Southwest 3006 able to pull up a little bit or no? It's going to be possibly 30 minutes. They had an emergency aircraft that landed and they're evacuating down at the end, so it's going to be a while.
The flight crew completed the QRH procedure, including left engine shutdown and flap 40 extension, and the captain commanded an evacuation via the left side of the aircraft. The first officer evacuated the aircraft to assist with the evacuation while the captain remained on board until all passengers had evacuated. The captain observed passengers re-entering the aircraft from the overwing exits and then utilizing the door slides. After all passengers and flight attendants had evacuated the aircraft, the captain conducted a final walkthrough and evacuated the aircraft. On the ground, the captain learned that ARF personnel had directed passengers back into the aircraft due to concerns of injuries sliding off the wing. According to the Bravo flight attendant, seated in the aft galley, during takeoff there was a loud noise and followed by a burning odor. As the aircraft continued to climb, the odor intensity decreased and they inspected the area and were unable to identify a source. The Bravo flight attendant contacted the Alpha flight attendant and informed them of the odor. The captain made an announcement that they had experienced an engine failure and they would be landing in approximately 20 minutes. After landing and stopping, the captain called the flight attendants and asked if the odor still existed, to which the Bravo flight attendant replied that they still smelled a burning odor. After the evacuation, the Bravo flight attendant reported an injury to their ankle. They were diagnosed with a hairline fracture. It's because of this injury that the National Transportation Safety Board determines the probable cause of this accident to be the serious injury to the flight attendant sustained during the evacuation. The NTSB provides the following factual information about the aircraft and the flight crew.